Okay, so it is Destiny back. And the first thing I'm going to do is give an apology because you all have not seen my face in a minute. Sis had to take a break. And I'm going to do an individual video a little bit later explaining where I've been, what's been going on, because it may be beneficial to some of you, somebody you know. But with all that aside, my brother Deonte is in the house. Hey, bro. Hey.
What's going on? What it do, sis? What it do? Glad
Hey,
to see you. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been like, where you been at? Where you been at? I was about to
right.
take a trip and come and track you down. You know, I'm a bounty hunter on the side, right?
I know, right? I know. So I'm slowly getting myself back, trying to get my little momentum, trying to get back on my grind. I had to step away. And again, I'm gonna do a single video and talk all about it. Two of the things that's kept me away for a couple of weeks, but we are back. And what better way to come back than to have you do a topic with me? We just knock some stuff out and have a little bit of fun. So it's helping me just come back in a better vibe. So I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. You so kind for that. You know I love you, sis.
I love you more. Yeah. So I just want to knock out this topic. I think I've covered this subject before, but it's going to be interesting to do it with you to get your perspective and how you feel about it. You know, we are just living in a world of social media. Everything is social media, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everything is social media. And I'm one that I'm not huge on all the platforms. And I'm kind of glad that I'm not. I know I need to expand and do better. But one of the reasons I'm glad I'm not is because I'm just on YouTube and Facebook. And the comment sections drive me insane. One of my biggest pet peeves is grown folks on social media telling other grown folks what to do. I don't get it.
Right.
So before I go all the way in, bro, I want to just start by letting you take the floor and ask you, what is your opinion on grown folks on social media telling other grown folks what to do?
No, I'm glad you asked me this because I had to pack somebody up on my YouTube channel today. And I packed a couple people up on Facebook as well because it's a situation going on in Cincinnati right now where a young man named Rodney Hinton was he lost his son a couple weeks ago to a police involved shooting, and he took matters into his own hands and decided to take his car allegedly and run over off-duty deputy sheriff. He was doing some kind of side detail work and it unalived him.
I saw you cover that topic. I saw that.
Yeah, I covered that topic on the channel. Very sad situation. My heart went out to everybody that was involved, especially the kid and especially the deputy sheriff. I heard nothing but positive things about him. I don't condone violence, but the people in the comment section, you really start to see people true colors. When I expressed myself about how I felt about people, it's like toning the racism down, like tone that stuff down. I had people coming down on me saying, oh, you condone a killer, you condone this, you condone that, you worshiping, or you want to free him. I'm like, who said anything about anything like that? You know, it's just people will try to tell you how to think on social media.
Yes.
They try to think for you. If you don't follow the go along, get along, then everybody got something to say. It's like you gotta go along to get along. I don't go along to get along. I hold everybody accountable. I'm fair and balanced. You feel me? So that take me off. Then I had somebody on my YouTube channel make some comments. I said, we don't do trolls. I don't do trolls at all. So we're gonna go ahead and pack you on up and blocked off my channel. But you see that on social media all day. If no matter what you do, you're gonna always have a naysayer, or you're gonna have somebody with opinion about something that you're doing, and they try to advise you on stuff. And my advice to them is to clean your own house up first before you come over here trying to tell me what. Look at yourself and figure out what you got going on with yourself, because most of them be having more problems than anybody, and they
hiding behind a keyboard. That's all they doing.
Keyboard warriors. Oh, and the one guy called me a lazy content creator. I call him a lazy keyboard warrior because you didn't do a research and seen that I had a full video on my YouTube short. I don't got time for trolls, so I packed him on up. You feel me? So
yeah,
that's just all it is. This social media world has given people a lot of balls and a lot of courage, and the stuff they say on social media, they don't have the courage or the balls to say it to your face. And that's just what it is. We in a social media world. People are getting a lot bolder behind these keyboards, behind these computer screens. They feel like they're protected. But nowadays we have things called IP addresses where people can track you down, and somebody can show up at your front door. So you got to be real careful about that. So I just kind of stay in my own lane to avoid any kind of conflict. But sometimes the conflict finds you. It's just people trying to dictate how you do and what you do and what you say and how you say it. And I'm not on that type of time.
Yeah. It's a pet peeve of mine because it goes from very simplistic things to very extreme things. Like you said, people can find your IP address and track you down. It happened way back in the day when people used to be on talk shows. Like the Geraldo talk show and the Ricky Lake talk show. You know, somebody would get on there and expose they like somebody. And they were embarrassed by it because, I don't know, the person was of the same sex or they didn't like how they look. And I think it was on the Ricky Lake show. Somebody
that was Jenny Jones. That was Jenny Jones.
The person went and killed the person.
Yep. The guy revealed that he had a crush on another guy, and the guy act like he took it well on the show. Like he kind of laughed it off, but that guy was offended and went down and tracked that guy down.
Yeah. So, but one thing, you know, we're going to get a little bit off topic. I didn't think we were going to go this deep, but my thing is this. I'm a person where I like to take other people's stories, tragedies, situations, and I learn from them. Right. So like, this is totally off topic. Y'all forgive me. Y'all know I got a busy brain. It's like drugs. I could never be addicted to drugs because guess what? I've seen what drugs do to other people. Right. I'm staying clear of it. So when I see situations could really be derailed, I stay clear of it. So I'm not getting on social media because I think I'm arguing with a stranger, but that stranger know how to track me down and then they at my front door. So, you know, it's just, I just like to think I'm self-aware of things like that. But when I say it could be very simple things like somebody just saying, oh my gosh, why would you post that video? You need to clean that room. That's stupid. Some people got nasty houses. That's just stupid. Some people got nasty houses, and if they didn't have a problem posting video with their nasty bedroom, why do you care? You know,
why you care?
Yeah, and then you got other stuff where somebody's posting their children. You got people, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, who the hell are you to tell somebody what to do with their child? Then you got more other little stupid stuff like, oh my gosh, why do you have blue hair? You shouldn't wear blue hair. Aren't you too old to wear blue hair? They can wear whatever. So whatever it gets on my nerves because I be sitting here. My main thing is this, and I wish this video, I don't really care. I never have a video in this world go viral. I don't want this one to go viral for attention, but viral to reach people. Like, stop it. It's the most insane thing. And the biggest question I have to those keyboard warriors, punks, wussies, and whatever else you want to call them is this. You're standing on social media telling a stranger what to do. I wish I could just go through the computer, tap on their shoulder and say, what stranger on social media can tell you what to do? Nobody. If somebody tells you to change your hair from green to blue, you ain't going to do it because some stranger on social media told you to do it. If somebody told you you shouldn't post your child, if you a content creator and posting that child is bringing revenue in your home, you ain't going to stop because 100 people on social media said stop. So I just be like, can people stop wasting their time and their breath telling other grown folks what to do? It's the most, and I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does. I guess I'm a person where I meet people where they are. You can be simple, crazy, intelligent, goofy, nerdy. I just meet you where you at. I don't have time to be trying to change folks. So I think that's my mindset.
Right.
And to see so many people, oh my gosh, why are you doing this? Or when I look at cooking videos, why would you add eggs in that? Just fix it yourself and don't add eggs. Shut the hell up. It just be driving me crazy. And so I'm just so fixated on I have made that a quote. It's my coined statement. Stop telling other grown folks what to do or why grown folks I don't get it. You have no reins. You have no rank in somebody's life. That's a stranger to sit on social media and just like you said, just be going in about stuff. It's like social media is meant to be something totally different in my mind. It's just, connecting and entrepreneurship and I'm like this. And the silly part is it be grown people. It literally be, it don't be the teenagers. It be straight up grown folks.
Straight grown people. They create the most mess on social media. It's like you got bullying, you got all types of harassment going on social media. You post a plate, everybody got an opinion. Well, I would have cooked the chicken a little bit longer if I was you, or your macaroni look a little burnt on the sides. There's always somebody got something to say.
And then you have the ignorant comeback. Well, if you sharing your life, if you're a content creator, if you putting out there for the world to see, you should expect that. I'm like, no, I expect maturity from adults. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
You know, that I mean, and I guess I live in a bubble. I know you can be 60 and still be immature as crap because your brain didn't mature. I know those things, but it just I'm gonna talk about one that it's weird because I didn't expect it. There was somebody. It was a really sentimental video because the voice was of like an old man, and he kind of sounded like he had an old soul voice. When I say old man, old soul, he kind of reminded me of what's the dude that did the movie Lean on Me? Can't
Morgan
think of
Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he had a Morgan Freeman type of voice, right?
Yeah.
And the video was he was reminiscing about grandma cooking salmon. And I remember when you were ready to get up and go to church, grandma, you did, and the person was just putting together some salmon patties and some grits. The video was awesome. I made one comment, and the comment was about me because I'm not on social media to tell the other grown folks what to do. So when the person cracked the egg, they just went in with their hands and started meshing. All I said in the comment section was, "Ooh, baby, the way my OCD set up, I would have to use gloves."
Right.
I ain't said nothing about, oh my gosh, why didn't you use gloves?
Right.
Or you should have. I was talking about me.
Right.
I'm putting myself out there. I have OCD. There's no way I could have touched a raw egg. Like this video is amazing, but sis couldn't have done that. It was like 2 days later, I'm looking at comments and I'm like, who are these people? Why are they talking to me? And I go, I had so many comments that weren't even relevant to what the hell I said. They were saying stuff like, back then ain't have gloves. I'm like, what they got to do with me talking about me today? I'm like, and we've always had gloves. If there was a medical field, there was gloves in the world.
Right.
And then it was what Destiny, who in the world cooking their own house with gloves on? Plenty of people. You must not watch food reels because a lot of people have it on black and purple gloves. I'm sorry.
I cook with gloves when I flour my chicken or if I batter my fish, I use gloves.
Yeah, so the comments was they just kept on talking about well, they don't use gloves in the restaurant. I'm like, do you see my comment? My comment is talking about me. What do you? Right. So I'm gonna try to wrap this topic up with a few things. One thing about me, I like to ignore people because that's the bigger person.
Yeah.
I'm not. You on the phone? You on mute? Okay. I'm not getting ready to entertain the drama. So you have a couple of different levels of my personality. One, I would just look and ignore you. The second one is I'm gonna say something real pleasant and real kind. I'm gonna say, honey, have a blessed day. Just have a great day. Or I'll say something like, I don't go back and forth with strangers on social media, but you be blessed, you know. Yeah. And then at that third one, depending on what day, what mood, what time of the day you catch me in, I will say something still sweet, but I'll add a little taste of sarcasm because I'm letting them know, baby, listen, go head on and play with somebody else because I'm not her.
Right.
And that's about it. I can't recall just going in back and forth. That's childish. I'm not doing that. Yep. But sometimes I will gather somebody. There's times I'm like, go play with somebody else because my comment, and eventually in that particular comment, I finally said, I don't know why all you people are coming on this comment. Apparently you didn't read it. Apparently you don't know what I'm talking about. I said, I'm not talking about gloves back in the 50s and 60s. I'm not talking about what restaurants do. The post clearly said, myself, and I could not just touch raw eggs. Can y'all go find something else? So I didn't even expect that type of reaction. So, and it wasn't people telling me what to do, but I was just still shocked at how people will just hone in on one comment and just.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they pile on too. When they jump on somebody, everybody just pile on. I'm gonna tell you one thing about something I had did a couple weeks ago. I was on TikTok and I had dropped some content from my YouTube over to TikTok, and I had my sister-in-law, hater. She come up there and made a comment like, "Oh yeah, you should do that over." Like, there ain't no do-overs in this. Like, what are you talking about? Everybody else.
Why did she say that?
She the only one, probably because it probably was something pertaining to her lifestyle that something I said may have made her feel like, oh, you must be talking about me. If the shoe fit, wear it type female. You know what I'm saying? So I guess she was offended by what I had to say. So, you should do that over. But everybody else, heart, like, comment. The only negative comment came from her. Oh, you should do that over. Ha 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 ha. Wasn't nothing funny about what I was talking about either.
Yeah, I'm not doing it over.
Yeah, so yeah, I didn't understand it. Like, well, why don't you try to do some content that makes sense, some content with substance, and then you can come back and holler at me and tell me to do some stuff over.
Let's rate your content when you drop it.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm just not a fan of it. I know it's never gonna stop because people are just weird. I say in the past, I say 5 to 10 years, we've really watched people just come out and be bold in ignorance and bold in immaturity. So it's not gonna stop. I do know we went through a very small phase where I would see somebody drop something negative, and it seemed like a lot of people would go in and attack a negative comment. Like, oh, you need to take this down, or why would you say that? You know, and it went on for, I said, oh, people are turning this thing around, because usually when somebody says something negative, you got a bunch of people supporting it. But it's funny that it seemed like the bad outweighed the good, because it didn't last very long. I saw it for a very, very short period of time, where every time you saw something negative, you would just have hundreds of people, you know, you just supporting the positive of it. And I'm just like, it went right back to everybody's negative and everybody hopping on negativity. And I'm just like, I just wish people would stop. You know, I don't telling, even in personal lives, you talking to somebody, they bring a problem to you, whatever, you could give your opinion, you could give some suggestions, but telling other grown folks what to do should stop being a thing. You don't have the right, you don't have the rank in their lives. If nobody have called for you, sent for you, and asked you, then you just don't have the right to tell somebody they shouldn't be driving that car. They too old to wear those clothes. They need to clean their house. They shouldn't post their children and all the other. I'd be like, who sent you? Did God send you?
Right. I just hit him with that old school Bobby Brown. It's my prerogative. I do what I want to do. And I'm like, you feel me?
And but people know that. That's the crazy part. They know that. So man, you really, I know. I guess for me, if you had the means to tell somebody what to do and they changed something, then keep doing it. If you told somebody they too old to wear blue hair, they turn it black, great. Keep telling people what to do because it works for you. It don't be working. You're just wasting your breath. That's my thing. So yeah, I don't have a lot more on that topic. Like I said, I've done a topic before. I'm gonna say this one last thing about it, because this is the video I actually did on it, my own individual video.
Yeah.
It was about the Brat and her wife Judy.
Okay.
And how when they had that baby, legend, true legend, they got that baby nicknamed Stanky Man. And honey, when the algorithm picked up that I watched their videos, so I would see their videos, 10, 15 of them a day. And the amount of people in the comments, quit calling him that. Quit calling him Stanky Man. I'm like, who the hell are y'all? That's their child. If they want to call him, if they want to call him Dookie Man, Stanky Man, whatever. That's and it was that. And the people would say ignorant things, bro, like he gonna grow up and he ain't gonna know his name. Now, how many people in this world grew up with a nickname that don't learn their name?
Right. Right. Like, but and in their defense, I called my mama Riri for a long time. So you used to hear everybody call her Riri. I used to call her Riri, but then I started calling her mama.
Exactly.
One day it just clicked like, oh, mama. I'm calling her Riri now. That's my mama.
Exactly, but that's different when you're hearing somebody say something, you just kind of check on. But the fact that you're saying a person not gonna know their name because of a nickname, and just a lot of different things. People think their child is autistic and all these other things. So just the comments, y'all put shoes on him. Why every time you post his videos, he don't never had no shoes on? You need to get him them white hard bottoms. I mean, I'll be like,
man, please. That's one thing I don't like when people try to tell me how to raise my kids. Like, bitch, I'm up here. I'm the one going out here paying. I'm taking care of these kids. You don't tell me how to raise and what I can feed my kids and how I'm doing this. Whatever I've been doing has been working. Ain't none of my kids, none of my grown kids in jail. Everybody doing good. Everybody healthy.
And you don't even know how many children a person have. Like you don't. If you're saying you don't know that they don't have, like you said, 2 or 3 grown children, and they decide to have another child. So you don't know that I have already raised children or whatnot. It's just a lot to it. It's annoying. I don't like it. I wish people would reel it in, gather themselves, and stop being so annoying with the whole. And then even if you're doing it, it's just when they say ignorant things, like you're saying a baby is not going to learn how to walk because he don't have on the hard shoes. Do you know how many children in the world wore all different types of shoes, socks, or whatever? The thing is this: if you don't have a disability, you're going to learn how to walk because there's nothing wrong with you, regardless of what. So yeah, just some of the ignorant comments just be like, yeah. But again, I hope one day we see a change on social media where people kind of reel it in and be more supportive and interactive on social media, just collabing and talking to each other and just connecting in that unity as opposed to yeah. It's stupid. Yeah. But I am glad you hopped on and covered this little topic with me. Like I said, I ain't got much on it because I did one before. I just wanted to get your opinion, and you seem to have a pretty strong one as well.
I appreciate you. Hey, bring me back. Hey, I always got time for you. So bring me back anytime. Just let me know I'm here.
Same. I know we already discussed. We got a couple other topics. So yeah, we will find some free time and get together and we will cover those. And I appreciate you. I would like to say for my subscribers, I know some of you have already done your due diligence and y'all have already hopped over and checked out my brother. I'm going to drop his channel down in the description somewhere. I figure out how to do it. But yeah, find him and go over and support. He be covering some topics. He be some hot topics, some juicy topics, some heated topics, some fun topics. He do it all. So
I do it all. I got something for everybody. I got something for the fine women, the ugly women, the sexy women, the not so sexy.
He say ugly. He say ugly, y'all. Y'all didn't hear that. He say he'll be talking about women like that, y'all.
No, I know. I love y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Make sure hopefully some people come over there and check you out. And until next time. Have a good night.
All right, y'all. Salute. Peace.
Bye.